We are live. Hey guys, it's Blue Emerald. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft. We last left off, we had actually finished the Eastern Kingdoms. And... oh, there we go. I was about to do that. Started the journey in Kalimdor by starting over here in Bloodmist Isle. So, without that being said, what quests are we picking up? All of them? Okay. By order of Harbinger Mikolas, a bounty to be paid to the brave soul who returns with proof of the marauding bear Deathclaw's demise. Deathclaw should be considered extremely dangerous and is responsible for the killing of a survey team on the coast to the northwest of Bloodwatch. Travelers are advised to avoid the area. Just let me know if we're skipping anything.
May the light embrace you. Be kind to those
Do you
less
think often
fortunate.
of your family, Flamestorm? There were a number of families aboard the Exodar, but I've heard of very few being reunited. I myself am looking for traces of my husband, Galen, who was a technician in the Cryogore. The wreckage of it is located to the west, and it's swarming with blood elves. I must find out what became of Galen. Even news of his death is better than never knowing. My husband will be wearing a pendant identical to my own. They were a gift from my sister.
Remain vigilant. Dionysaka.
The black silk murlocs on the southwestern coast are curious creatures. In some ways, they act as barely sentient, yet in others, they show a remarkable degree of organization. I have a few theories about that, but no real way to test them until recently. I've devised a method that will allow me to track the murlocs I'm interested in without doing any lasting harm or interfering with their natural behavior. If you're willing to help with the marking, I'll gladly pay you for your assistance.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Okay.
Warm wishes to you. May your days be long, and your hardships few.
About a week ago, my research team and I were out exploring the western wilds of Bloodmist when we were attacked by bloodthirsty spiders. The effect of the crystal contamination was clearly evident as these spiders were massive and extremely aggressive. I managed to escape, but my team wasn't so lucky. We must not let the same fate befall others. Go west to the Amber Web Pass and destroy the spiders and their matriarch, Zarok.
Be well.
Warm wishes to...
What does August mean? Okay. What does August mean to you, Flamestorm? Many Draenei probably do not know or remember our home planet. It is there that we split from the Manori, the twisted demonic reflections of ourselves that were gifted by Sargeras, or as they call themselves, Eridor. Eridor. This word once held meaning. Disgusting. Let us not waste any more time. Find Vindicator Boros to begin your training.
Dionysaka.
Good fortune. Good health.
Welcome to
long
Bloodwatch,
life.
Druid. Seeing to the defenses of the outpost is my primary concern, but I've also been tasked with a variety of other duties by our leaders at the Exodar. The problem is that it's hardly safe to send out large amounts of researchers when the island is this dangerous. I need someone to gather a series of crystal samples from various sites on the island. The first sample I need must come from the Ravager-infested ship debris south of the town and across the bridge.
Blessings upon your family.
The Hand of Argus has established a forward base at Vindicator's Rest, but they are sorely outnumbered by both the Blood Elves and mutated wildlife. Without backup, their outpost is in danger of falling, and we'd have no way to keep an eye on events near the Vector Coil. Report the scout, Jorli, at Vindicator's Rest to the northwest and offer her your assistance, Flamestorm.
Remain vigilant. Arcanon Poros. May your days be long.
Oh my god. There's like 50 quests here.
That's why I was like, which ones are we doing? Which ones are we skipping?
And we're doing all of them.
Picking them all up. Okay.
Each
I
day
am.
is a blessing. Remember the lessons of the
Harbinger
past.
Mikolas has done a commendable job of safeguarding Bloodwatch, Druid, but our enemies are many and our resources few. Our weakness is well known to our enemies, but your contact with the forces of the Alliance is something they haven't accounted for. I have prepared a letter of introduction to the people of Aberdeen, the closest Alliance settlement, proposing cooperation in the fight against our foes. Take it with you and seek out Huntress Kala Nightbird near the docks west of the Exodar.
Be kind to
That
those
looks like
less
it's,
fortunate.
breadcrumb to Darkshore.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Ah, Flamestorm. I've heard about you. You're the one that made the Kessel run in under 15 minutes, right? Bah, probably not. Are you ready to spill some blood in the name of delight for Velen? For Argus? I'll slow down.
Do not lose faith.
Bloodwatch is one of 2 forward bases operated by the Hand of Argus. You have already been to the other base, Azure Arch. Things are completely different in Bloodmist. When we first got here, the land was as beautiful as Azure Mist. We even called it Silvergale, but now sickness is spreading across the land. Worse yet, the Blood Elves that we were battling on the Exodus survived the crash. This brings me to your assignment. Venture northwest into Bladewood and terminate any Blood Elves that you find.
Dionis Aka. Remember the lessons of the past.
The Exodus crash scattered pieces of fouled crystals all over Bloodmist Isle, corrupting the water and the landscape. We've even begun finding pieces of the crystals inside the flesh of animals taken from me. I've uncovered a way to purify the shard and turn them into functional crystals, so if you bring me enough shards, I'll trade one of my completed crystals for them. So far, I found the shards in the bodies of bears, ravagers, flutterers, and treants inhabiting the corrupted part of the island.
May your days be long and your hardships few. Chronokai Christor.
We've learned much of our enemies in recent days. The Blood Elves are led by a being known as Cyranas and plot to destroy us. Ultimately, they seek to enslave Oros and regain control of the Exodus. Light be praised, we have stopped their supply line by destroying the Sun Gate. Unfortunately, they continue to use the contaminant of the Vector Coil to poison the land, using the mutagenic properties of the fallout to their advantage. With this knowledge, Admetius has devised a plan. Seek him out.
Blessings upon your family.
You got my attention. Safe travels.
I'm going to be doing a lot of talking.
Great to meet you. Watch your back.
Babysitting. Would you believe it? They pulled me out of a promising dig and sent me along with Captain Odysseus' expedition to babysit that little gnome. I'd never heard of a gnome wanting to become a prospector before, so I asked. Seems you had taken gnomes now, and this particular one has a fascination with murlocs. Well, he's gone off and set up shop in an old turtle shell on the northern shore of the island. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
Off with you.
Arcanon
I found a
Taurus.
messenger.
Dionis
Are you
Haka.
Flamestorm? It's about time. I just about given up on finding you. There's an urgent message waiting for you at the mailbox. The person that gave it to me was a human admiral from Azure Mist. Admiral Odysseus something. The name escapes me. He said you would know who he was.
Safe journey.
So that's what the mail thing looks like if I have mail.
May the light embrace you. The Naru have not forgotten us.
As I'm sure you've seen in your time on Bloodmist Isle, very little remains unchanged by our arrival. My training and experience has taught me that even the products of an environment like this one can be put to use. With so few resources, we must rely on our ingenuity to provide for us. I've been supplementing our stores with meat from the bears that wander this island. With the proper preparation, it can safely be eaten. If you're going to be out in the field, why not help replenish our stocks?
Be kind to those less fortunate.
A good woodsman makes use of every available resource, Druid. Even the most bizarre creatures possess attributes we can use to our advantage. With Bloodwatch under constant assault from the Sunhawks, we're looking to a variety of natural defenses, including traps. The Lasher's thorny vines are perfectly suited to the construction of the traps I have in mind. The combination of sharp spines and deadly toxin will fell unwary attackers. Bring me the vines of mutated constrictors so that I can begin my work.
Safe journey. Open your heart to the light.
Did you know mushroom hunting is far more dangerous than mushroom consumption? Mushroom hunters expose themselves to many unknowns, not including potential wildlife dangers. What would life be without a little danger? I am in need of mushrooms for my collection. Scattered throughout these unexplored wilds, you will find 4 different types: an aquatic stinkhorn, a blood mushroom, a ruinous party spore, and a fell-cone fungus. They are each unique to various regions in Bloodmist. Bring them to me.
Be well.
The Naru have not forgotten
It's
us.
good to see another new face here in Bloodwatch, Druid. Although the Blood Elves are the most immediate threat, there are other sinister creatures that call Bloodmist Isle home. The Nazavis Satyr are of particular concern. They are foul, demonic creatures, commanding dark magics and feeding on the corruption created by the Exodus crash. We must hold them in check, but first we must learn more about them. Go southwest to Nazavian, I guess, and learn what you can from their grotesque monument.
Remain vigilant.
There's another quest here to turn in.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
I am in need of your services, Flamestorm. I have a plan to topple the entire Sunhawk army, but before we can progress, we need to gather some vital information. We need to identify the weaknesses in their primary defense. Unfortunately, we have been unable to get close enough to the Vector Coil to gauge their defenses. If we could get the prisoner to talk, we could get the information that we needed to break through the line and destroy the Vector Coil. You heard me, I want to blow the damn thing up.
Good help! Long life.
Attempts at Oh,
Do not.
were you gonna say a thing?
No, I only had one.
Oh.
Good fortune. Be
You
kind.
didn't even
not
notice.
less
It's okay.
fortunate.
Oh. Our attempts at interrogation have failed miserably, Flamestorm. Torture is, of course, out of the question. What we need is a Worgen on the inside. I can cast a spell upon you that would make you appear Blood Elf and adjust your language. Through subterfuge, we may be able to get the information we need out of the captured agent. Under this guise, I want you to get whatever information you can out of the prisoner. In Flamestorm, do not leave Bloodwatch while disguised as a spell will fail.
Blessings upon your family.
Have you already done this little chain here with what we know?
Tell us what we know, what we don't know.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm still catching up. I've never seen you before. Who are you? I'm a prisoner. What does it look like? The Draenei filth captured me as I exited the Sun Gate. They killed our portal controllers and destroyed the gate. The Sun King will be most displeased with this turn of events. Don't worry, New Blood. There are many more portal controllers and many more suitable locations for portals. I am certain that Serenas will have a new gate up very soon. These blue-skinned dogs are not long for this world. Serenas and the Abomination will clean up whatever the Sunhawk forces leave behind. Ah, yes, Serenas. I had nearly forgotten that Serenas was here. I served under Serenas back on Outland. I hadn't heard of this Abomination, though. Those damnable Draenei captured me before I even fully materialized on this world. It was Serenas's idea. The Abomination is actually one of their own. He is a high-ranking member of the Draenei military order. Triumvirate or some such nonsense. Whatever that thing is, it's massive, powerful, and full of rage. Any attacks against the Vector Coil will most certainly result in failure as long as that Abomination is around. Incredible. How did the Serenas accomplish such a thing? Serenas claims that certain Eridai possess the ability to transform others of their race into Mannery. Draenei would supposedly once Eridai, and Serenas is a powerful Eridai. Can you believe it? These pathetic creatures were once all-powerful demons. What kind of fool rejects such power? Serenas is an Eridai. I mean, yes, obviously. Obviously, how else could she infiltrate their ranks and pass as a Draenei? She had been living among them for a very long time. The Vector Coil is massive. I hope we have more than one Abomination guarding the numerous weak points. Numerous? It is 2 weak points. The base of the structure on the west side and the base of the structure on the east side. Hey, wait a minute. How would you know anything about the Vector Coil? Didn't you say that you were captured before you even materialized? I did, and you believed me. Thank you for the information, Blood Elf. You have helped us more than you could know. Fuck you!
He was awfully chatty for somebody he didn't know.
May the light embrace you.
Ha! Well done, Flamestorm. Well done indeed. Are you ready to eradicate the Blood Elf menace from our island forever?
Ever the road traveled.
I would not ask you to single-handedly bear the burden of destroying the Vector Coil and slaying Serenas, Flamestorm. However, I believe that you can be of some help in clearing the way for others that might take on such a dangerous assignment. Take the road going north out of Bloodwatch and follow it until you get to the fork. Once there, take the left road and follow it until you see Vindicator's Rest. It will be slightly west of the road itself. Corn will be waiting for you.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Okay. So after all of that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 quests. That is including the rocket chicken one. 15, not including that.
I also have 16.
Okay. 16 including the rocket chicken.
No, not including the rocket chicken.
Because I only have 15 then. With blood under a blood mist style, I only have 15.
Let me count them again.
Actually, I think I might have missed a quest. I'm seeing a questing on my main map.
I have 16.
You have 16. Okay, so I'm definitely missing one. I'm seeing a quest on my main map, but open immediately. I did just get a quest here. Oh, dear friend, my hand trembles as I ink this letter. I pray that it reaches you in time. Last night, Edward Haynes, captain of the ship Lost Hope, appeared before me in my tent. The same Edward Haynes that died of scurvy 20 years ago. This apparition told me a tale that made my heart tremble. A tale that I need you to hear in a mission that I need you to accomplish. Will you do it? Will you seek out Edward on Whimscar Island, northeast of your base? Regards, Admiral Odysseus. I just got the Blood Curse Legacy. Do you have that one?
Okay.
Do you have that one already?
I do.
Okay, so we both have 16 then. So that...
Okay. I'm going to start with number 1, and for me, that's Matt Parm's Mushroom Menagerie.
Yep, same here.
And it's this way, according to the map.
Boink.
No.
Point.
Once you pick up the blood mushroom, the map changes. There's one in the water here. Let's save time. You click on it first, and I'll click on it second.
Okay.
That way we're not just... Because apparently there's just like one of each.
I saw 2 of the other one. Just hovering over all the enemies to see if there's anything that... If there's anything. Because I kind of have to, because there's so many quests, it's literally not even showing them all.
Oh, there.
Alright.
Felcone fungus.
Way to
That's
the
actually
south.
south of town.
It might be worth stopping by number 4 while we're down here. Learning
The fact that you can't fly is annoying me.
We'll get to zones where we can fly pretty soon. After we finish this one.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be here a while.
It does have a 8 storylines, so which is more than any other zone we've done so Oh, this one. There we go. That's done.
These 6 is along the coast down here.
Yep, catch and release.
Locks.
Locks.
Okay, we're not killing them. What are we doing? We have to tag them. How do we tag them? Use the tagger. Okay.
It has to be specifically scouts. Yeah.
That's a quest. Oh, there's just...
Did you get credit for that?
I did.
Okay.
Did you get credit?
Yep.
Oh, we have to kill them. I need more clams.
Those are always important.
I opened one when you were doing a quest thing, and I started giggling, and you were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Never mind."
You didn't get
Because I only had one at the time. I was like, "You didn't see it, so it didn't."
Scout.
Oh, apparently you can't tag them if they're in combat.
I got all 6 though.
That was really nice, though. I just kill all of them. Chest, I. Ooh, I got a quest item.
Oh, I did as well. Examining the crudely constructed pendant, you notice the crystal pulsating softly. Though it emits little light, you can almost feel the crystal radiating a sense of wrongness. You're not quite sure what might have possessed Coolfin to create this pendant, but the find is too important to ignore. You should probably show it to someone at Bloodwatch.
You were probably way too far away to get credit for that.
Yeah, I don't know where. I can see you way in the distance over there. What are you trying to do?
I'm gathering the shards.
How many
Irradiated crystal shards. I have 8 out of 10.
I only have 4. How are you getting so many?
I have 9 out of 10. Bad RNG, maybe?
Really bad RNG.
Out on you.
Oop, now I've got 10 out of 10. Oh, I only hit that guy for 82,000.
Only.
Ooh, I got another one. Ooh, are they tradable? They're tradable.
Okay. I have 7 right now.
I have 7.
I have 11.
So that means I really have 8 because they're tradable. So that means you could give me one of them, and that'll put me at 8.
I
Will put me at
have
8.
12.
That would put me at 9.
I have 13 now.
That would put me at 10. I looted everything you killed, and the RNG is not on my side today. There we go.
It's really unusual for them to be tradable.
That is really surprising that worked.
Mushroom. Got it.
Yep.
Let's say we go turn in some of this stuff so that we can get rid of these, this long ass quest line thing.
The army of quests. Love it. The card is placed mid in Vale because it's very mid.
I don't know why it needed a name in the first place.
It was so mid, it was notably mid, so they called it mid in Vale.
It was the middle of mid.
Yep. That's how
It was the mid of middle. It was the mid of middle.
Kronakai Christor.
Did the device work? Have you marked the Murlocs for my research?
Safe journey.
Well done, Flamestorm. I was worried that the marking device might malfunction, but it seems like everything went according to plan.
Seek the path.
Unmissed Isle was forever changed by our arrival. The Exodus crash scattered debris all over the islands, and I think it's beginning to have an adverse effect on the wildlife. Before I can be certain of my conclusion, I'll need to get a closer look. The crystals seem to have affected the trees the fastest, so it seems that the treants would be the most likely to show symptoms. If you bring me samples of bark from corrupted treants, I can begin my in-depth studies.
Favor the road traveled by few.
What is it you have there?
Dionysaka.
This is most curious, Druid. I don't believe we've ever seen the Murlocs wearing any kind of adornment before. Given the corrupting influence that the crystal shards are known to have, the Murloc that wore this pendant must have believed it granted him power over his fellows. I wouldn't be surprised if he had rapidly outgrown his fellow Murlocs and gained in strength.
Favor the road traveled by few.
May the light embrace you. Remember the lessons of the
mushrooms
past.
I requested are each unique to the different environments of Bloodmist.
May your days be long
Well, I did
and
warn
your
you, did I
hardships
not?
few.
Hopefully this payment more than makes up for the mild discomfort that you may have suffered. Return to me when you have gained strength, and perhaps I will have another job for you. Mushrooms, of course.
Dionysaka.
Good to see you again, Flamestorm. You were exceptionally efficient in completing the last task that I offered you. Perhaps you would be interested in another. To the northeast lies Romescar Island, home to a rare species of mushroom known as Isera's tear, named after the green dragonlings that inhabit the island. I only require a small sampling of the mushroom, but I must warn you that the denizens of the island do not welcome visitors. Tread
Be
carefully.
kind to those less fortunate.
Good fortune. Do not lose
Have you
faith.
gathered crystal shards from the creatures of Bloodmist?
Remember the
Well
lessons
done.
of the
These will
past.
provide the raw materials for another batch of enchantment crystals. You're welcome to choose from among the 3 kinds of crystals I can make. I find each of them useful for stalking different kinds of prey. Intellect by 1, stamina by 1, or attack power by 1. Probably intellect.
Remain vigilant. Arcanon Poros.
Were you able to gather the first crystal sample? This
Dionys
crystal shard
Aka.
will give our researchers that... God damn it. This crystal shard will give our researchers a baseline to compare against samples from other parts of the island.
To the island.
Since it comes from one of Blood's less corrupted regions. I knew you were gonna do that. I was just waiting for it.
Waiting for it.
I won't be able to sit down until we have a full set of samples. But this is a great start.
This is a great start.
If you're willing to help gather the other samples, I'll see to it that you're rewarded for your efforts.
Good health, long life.
That's worth it.
How many did you open?
14?
As we've gotten ourselves established here at Bloodwatch, I've been sending out survey teams to create more reliable maps of the island. In most cases, they returned unharmed with the data we need, but the team I sent east to the ruins hasn't reported back. I worry about what might have happened to them, but I can't spare the men to send another mission after them. Find them, Flamestorm, and lend them any assistance they require to return with their survey data.
Do not lose faith.
Okay, that's good. Alright. I've turned in everything.
Alright, let's run up and assist the survey team since it's right over here.
That didn't cause too much of a dent in our list.
I know, we turned in 2 and got 1.
Too much, yeah.
I see dead people.
The bodies of the Draenei survey team are scattered all over the ground here, pierced by Naga weaponry. The area is littered with the remains of their supplies and survey equipment, but their data crystals are nowhere to be seen. It's too late to assist the cartographers in completing their mission, but it appears they collected the data Harbinger Mikolas was expecting. The crystal storing their survey information was not among their ransacked pack, so it must be in the hands of the Wrathscale Naga. You know that Harbinger Mikolas will be saddened by the loss of the survey crew, but would want to salvage the survey data.
Oh yeah, give me those sweet clams. I see Moonkin.
I do see Moonkin.
Alright. Which one of you is holding on to the stupid data thingy?
I got mine on like the second kill. I can't grab
Really?
Congrats on dinging.
Thank you. Maybe if I kill 30 more. Seriously.
Oh my god!
It's okay, I'll console myself with the fact that they drop clams. Haha!
Hey!
Just whine about it. Okay, crystallized bark.
Yep. That looks to be the next one. And I guess back to Bloodwatch, because that seems to be in the way.
What exactly does crystallized bark look like?
it's just a drop from the corrupted tree ants.
Huh. Did you find a corrupted tree ant?
I did. I found one.
Oh, apparently it's just a drop for you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
This
We're
makes
gonna
up
be
for the
here.
really bad RNG I had earlier.
Yeah.
I hope she wasn't trying to kite that thing. I was trying to help. But I just realized that may not have been what she needed. Oh, there's an infected fawn that you can capture. Because that's not gross.
They did a number on this area.
Yeah, little tree ant.
I know mid had tons and tons of them.
It did have tons. Oh my god.
I did not get one that time either.
Oh, but you already have one.
One.
Ooh, I got one. Ooh, I got two. Oh, I hit that for 109,000.
Nice.
Did we kill them all already?
No, I found one. Oh, there we are. They're respawning.
I need two more. Need one more. I need no more.
Hey. There's a glyph down here. Do we want to pick that up, or do we want to go back up to Bloodwatch?
Let's go get the glyph.
Because I kept looking at that. I was like, I don't know if we're going to come back here. Seems a little out of the way, so. The armor scrap is forged from a deep black metal that seems to absorb light. Although it doesn't appear to be enchanted, there is an unmistakable sense of wrongness about it. Such armor is only used by one force, the Burning Legion. The Legion's presence here can only mean that they're intending to mobilize the island's Satyr against the Draenei. Take action against the local Satyr, then return to Bloodwatch and show this armor scrap to Vindicator Elacia.
Look at all the corrupted tree ants.
There's a lot of them.
We have to kill some satyrs now.
Yep.
And Ravager hatchlings, apparently. This did not count. Why didn't they count?
It's the old school style. It has to be actual satyr or Felsworn.
Huh. Okay. Maybe I'll eventually target the right thing. Or I'll just kill everything, who knows.
That's everything down here.
Okey-dokey.
One wishes to you.
Were you able to get the samples I need?
Be kind to
There's
those
more than
less
enough here
fortunate.
for my research. Thank you, Flamestorm. If you find any other evidence that the crystals are corrupting blood mist native creatures, let me know right away.
May your days be long and large.
Kronakai Christor. Barkanan Poros.
Yes, Druid, what is it you have there?
Good health.
You've done well in
Long
bringing this
life.
to me, Flamestorm. This is, without a doubt, an armor fragment from a Felguard. Then it is as I feared. The Nazivus Satyr are renewing their contacts with the Burning Legion. If we don't stop them, the Satyrs and their demonic allies will overrun us. I will notify Harbinger Mikolas right away.
Be well.
Were you successful in obtaining knowledge of the Nazivus Satyr?
Do not lose
Well done,
faith.
Flamestorm. Let me see what I can learn from this glyph so we can plan our next move.
Remember the lessons of the past. Good fortune.
Now that we have made our presence known to the Satyr, we must send a message that we will not tolerate the Burning Legion's hounds in these lands. Too long have the Draenei fled in the wake of the Legion and its minions, Flamestorm. Wherever they have found us, they have shown no mercy. We must not permit the Satyr to exploit the Exodar's crash and use the corrupted crystals as weapons. Go north to where their leader resides in Axarian. Destroy him and recover the corrupted crystals he has been gathering.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Chronokai Christor.
Were you able to find out what was keeping the survey team from returning?
Good health, long life.
They were good men, Flamestorm, and they knew their mission would be dangerous. I'm grateful for your help in locating the team and recovering the crystal. We've lost too many good men already, and our mission has only just begun.
Remember the lessons of the
Now
past.
that we have the baseline crystal, we're going to need samples from more dangerous areas of the island to complete the set I'll be sending to the Exodus. The next sample must come from the crystals controlled by the Blood Elves in the Bladewood area to the northwest of Bloodwood. I have heard reports that they alter and harvest the crystals for use in some magical apparatus. See if you can find one that has not yet been incorporated into one of the devices and mine a sample from it.
May your days be long and your hardships.
Okay, I'm going up to number 1, Blood Watch.
Okay?
10 Sunhawk spies slain. These are terrible spots. He's wandering around out here all out in the open. Like, seriously, Beagle? I don't know how spying works.
There's a thing down here.
I think these spies should die just for daring to call themselves spies. Okay, what's over this way? Thorny constrictor vine.
Okay, it drops from these guys.
Got one.
I do as well. Oh, the brown bears as well.
Did you want to kill that?
It doesn't really matter.
$115,000.
Nice. I'm gonna buy briefly before I go to bed. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, whoever you are.
It's Bat Scorpion.
Go ahead.
Yo, 5-month subscription. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks, Bat, for
Thanks,
They're
man.
generous. How did he evade me? He's standing right there.
Logic. The corpse appears to be dressed in the manner of an Exodar technician, but the pendant described by Moray is absent. You have no means of identifying the corpse as Galen with the information Moray gave you, but the clothing appears to have been torn in search of valuables. The Blood Elves in the area would have claimed anything of value from the wreckage, including Galen's jeweled amulet. Although her husband did not survive the crash, you believe that Moray would be grateful if you recovered her husband's amulet from the Blood Elves.
Oh, that's not depressing at all.
Ooh.
Got the amulet.
I did as well. That did not take nearly as long as the last one that required a drop.
Thank God.
We still got restricted finds and things to find. Bear.
108,000.
Nice.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Dang it, only 93. I think I got like 150 something on one hit.
No, you would have been bragging about that.
I literally, I said something like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it was like 109.
Was it?
Or was it 109?
Might have been 119.
Do I hear 120? Going once? Going twice?
Not yet.
Nobody thinks I'm funny. I want to try some.
What are you gonna
Let's
try?
see if this
What did you do?
I set my blink to work in the direction that I'm moving rather than the direction that I'm aiming.
So you blinked backwards.
I blinked backwards.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Like it. I could probably blink sideways too. One sec, let's try it. No, I can't because I have it set to move with the mouse. So I can only move backwards.
You can't move, you can't even move sideways.
Nope. That's cool though. I'm gonna do it again.
That is awesome.
I like it.
That's actually
That
really
is-
useful too, because of like a guy that's
Yes!
fighting you.
Because the stupid in the past, I've hated using blink because you blink through something, then you have to turn around and fight it. You know?
Well, not only that, but mobs do more damage when they hit your back.
Right.
So being able to back up and blink like that while still facing them means you take less damage.
Yep. That thing literally spawned into its death.
Classic spawn killing.
It did. Is it the grizzled brown bears that are dropping off?
It's the elder.
The elder. Damn it! Wrong button. I bet you can't cast it in stag form.
Cast what?
Your druid buff. Can you do it in stag? Oh, that's just not fair.
I'm pretty sure if I can do it in flight form, I can do it in stag.
I don't know. There's a lot of things you can do in flight form that are like cheatsy. Like being able to loot things. Wow, I need 2 more of those. Bear didn't even drop anything, asshole.
I wasn't the one that shot him, but that still looked cool on my screen.
Why?
I did a 360 as soon as I like turned around. It was like a shot. He just went past and killed him. So it looked like I 360'd him.
What do you kids call that? 360 no scope?
It would be a no scope because there aren't scopes in this game.
There are scopes in this game.
I stand corrected.
Play a hunter sometime.
Then what would a quick scope be? You put on the scope and take it off as soon as you kill the guy?
$112,000. No, we don't have to be there yet.
Yeah, nothing over there yet.
Kind of crystal here.
Huh.
Oh, we need 5 of those. Thief! Okay, got all the crystal.
Okay.
To kill Zevrax now. Apparently he's standing over here.
Oh, yep, there he is. no longer there.
Ooh,
There's a bear down there.
there's a bear. You can't aim this thing.
That was just cool.
Well,
I jumped off this. There was a mob here, so I jumped off and tagged him with a sunfire as I was in the air. Quest tune in here.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then.
I thought so. That grumpy old dwarf was supposed to help me carry my equipment and gather data, but all he does is sit in that strange drain-eye town, drinking himself into a stupor.
You have a great day now. Be seeing you.
Shh! Keep your voice down and don't call attention to me. If the Murlocs detect my presence, the experiment will be ruined. I've already come perilously close to contaminating my data. While I was foraging yesterday, one of them must have wandered too close and discovered my camp. I returned just in time to see two of them carrying off a crate with most of my equipment. It's bound to be in one of their settlements around here, but I can't risk revealing my presence. Are you willing to help?
Off and away. Be seeing
My
you.
observations and writings about the Black Silt Murlocs are quite illuminating, Flamestorm, but they are just the beginning. I plan to return to Ironforge with items produced by the Black Silt's rudimentary crafting skills. The problem is that the Black Silt carry these items with them at all times, and I can't have their blood on my conscience. If you're willing to help me gather the idols carried by Black Silt seals and crude knives of the Black Silt warriors and shore strikers, I won't ask how you came by them.
Off and away.
meet all the clams. There, finally done with the damn bears.
I'm done with the vines, but I still need bears.
I'm done with the vines and the bears.
I still need bears, but I'm done with vines at least.
Alright, I've got all the artifacts. It's just gonna be food. Oh no, it's the equipment. Oh no, you can only be looted once.
Really? I thought it was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be. Both get it.
Oh well.
about that.
Uh-huh.
I still need one more idol. Got it.
Let's go see if we can find some more equipment.
Ruh-roh.
What are we rut-rowing?
Chat said ruh-roh.
Oh. Why are we rut-rowing?
You can barely hear me? Okay, that should be
hear you
better.
just fine.
I boosted my mic settings to 12. Apparently, I'm guessing I had it like that for all of the previous episodes. Which is awesome.
No, I can hear you just fine.
No, but my stream doesn't really pick up my voice if I have it like at less than 12 decibels. And it was at 0. So...
Oh, so like all of your streams are just going to be me talking to myself?
Pretty much every single episode's up to this point.
That's fantastic. You know what else is fantastic?
What?
There is no equipment anywhere. What's over here? Hold on. That worked.
Alright. Thanks for the heads up. I just wish I had that 12 episodes ago. Now, I was being picked up with, like, audio with all the previous ones. The rut-row was because the box was gone.
The who what is gone?
The box that you need.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what the
Yeah, because he looted it without being like, hey, maybe, you know, if I click on it first, then you can come click on it and we'll get it together. And now we're just running
it was like a
up and down the beach.
To be honest,
like headless chickens.
I didn't know that it was the quest item. I thought it was just a random crate.
That's why it was glowing.
Even when I picked up that it was a quest item, I figured, oh, it'll still be there.
Well, you figured wrong.
Apparently.
Watch it be, like, in the water somewhere. I will be so upset. I hate going into the water. Maybe you have to turn it in first.
Hey! Alrighty
Did
then.
you manage to find my equipment?
You have a great day now.
One of us did.
Off and away. Pleased to meet you. You have a great day now.
There's also echoing. Yeah, that's because my mom's speakers.
Alrighty
This
then.
is fantastic. The theft of my equipment has given me more insight into the nature of these murlocs than I could have possibly gained in weeks of observations. I know what I'm going to say in my report already. When faced with the products of a technologically superior culture, the Black Silt displayed none of the curiosity characteristic of emerging cultures and humanoid species. It's brilliant! The gentlemen in Ironforge are going to love it. I can't thank you enough, Flamestorm.
Be seeing you. Alrighty then.
Do you have...
Yeah, I don't wear a headset.
Yeah. It causes pretty nasty echo sometimes.
Sorry.
Need assistance? Off and away.
Do you have those samples for me to send back to Ironforge?
You have a great day
Astounding. Simply astounding. These are perfect, Flamestorm. I can already see them under the glass in the museum in Ironforge. The text for the display is virtually writing itself in my head. Your help has been invaluable in getting my studies back on track. How do you spell your name? I'll make sure it appears in my report as co-author. One of the chaps on the ship gave me this treasure map to cover a gambling debt, but mythology isn't my area of study. Superstitious lot, sailors.
Off and away.
The cruelly drawn map reveals nothing of its maker, but it appears to have been drawn with an unsteady hand. Wavering lines and symbols depict a small pavilion with broken columns located to the west of a partially submerged tower. If the map is to be believed, this cluster of ruins appears to be located on the eastern coast of the island. You have no idea what you'll find, but it was important enough for the map's creator to record.
This is annoying.
It still hasn't respawned.
Nope.
What the hell?
Not anywhere. Not anywhere that I can see. Like I said, it might actually be in the water.
At this point, I'm pretty sure it is in the water.
I don't know where else it could.
Yeah, because we've looked at these hovels like 6 times, and it should have respawned by now.
Hovels.
Hovels, okay.
Well, we've had this conversation.
I
like
know,
6
but
times.
I've literally called them hovels my entire life.
Well, you've been wrong. Your entire
and
life.
nobody has ever corrected me.
Well, just polite. I'm not.
I'm just saying it's gonna take a bit to get used to.
Ooh, look what respawned.
They need to fix that. That's a little ridiculous.
It is a pretty absurd respawn timer.
Yeah. I still need one more brown bear flank. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be
I
fun.
always like doing this.
I always like doing that.
And you love.
I got it.
Nice.
Did he see how I killed him?
By jumping on his head.
Yeah.
Let's go charge some of this crap in.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. Maybe this will actually clear our quest log enough for us to actually, you know, be able to track everything.
Every time we turn something in, they give us another one.
Yep. T. I don't know what the chat's saying T for.
The Naru have
Or
not
bad is saying
forgotten
T
us.
for.
Remain
You have
vigilant.
returned, and in one piece. I have some good news, Flamestorm. We have received some new information about the possible location of more survivors. A new crash site has been discovered. When I am done attending to those matters, I will call for you. Hopping on someone's head isn't polite.
Dionys Aka. Blessings upon
Little
your
bunny
family.
foo-foo.
Ooh, I can turn this quest in again. If you have more of the irradiated crystal shards, I'd be happy to exchange them for another of my crystals.
Remember
Very
the
well,
lessons
here are the
of
crystals that I
past.
have, Flamestorm. Use them well.
Ooh, I
Blessings
completed
upon
a
your
chapter.
family. May your days be long and your hardships few. Remain vigilant. Dionys Aka.
I can turn so many of these
Do
in,
not
dude.
lose faith. Good health, long life. Blessings upon your family. Remain vigilant. May your days be long and your hardships few. Dionys Aka, do not lose faith. Good health, long life. Remember the lessons of the past. Do not lose faith. Remain vigilant.
It's not really a point to it, though. You're not like earning reputation or anything.
That is true.
And you can't sell the shards, and they're only good for like +1, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Arcanon
not
Poros.
much of a point. I'll just...
It's good to see you again, Flamestorm. I have a quandary that you might be able to solve. Our agents situated behind Sunhawk lines have reported seeing Sunhawk soldiers passing an unusual document. Unfortunately, we have been unsuccessful in acquiring a copy of the document for ourselves. I need you to go out in the field and try to recover the document. I am certain that if you apply enough pressure, a Sunhawk agent will turn over the information we seek. I leave the use of force to your discretion.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Open your heart to the light.
How goes the hunt, Flamestorm?
Safe journey.
This will keep us supplied for quite a while, and preparing it for consumption will certainly keep me busy. Thank you for your help, Flamestorm.
Dionys Aka, be well.
Did you manage to get the constrictor vines?
Remember
These
the
seem
lessons
sturdy
of
enough to do the
past.
job. Thank you for your help, Flamestorm. Your contribution to Bloodwalk's defense will not be forgotten.
May your days be long, and your hardships
When we first
few.
encountered Flutterers, they showed few signs of mutation. As the corruption got progressively worse, the moths and other species began to show signs of contamination. It has progressed to the point where they damage nearly everything they come in contact with. They're amplifying the damage being done by the crystal shards scattered by the Exodar's crash. We have no choice but to begin culling their population in the lands north of Bloodwatch.
Remember the lessons of the past.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Have you moved against the Satyr leader as I have asked?
Good health.
Without their leader and with the
life.
recovery of this corrupted crystals underway, we can safely keep the Satyr in check. Light knows how many more of these wretched creatures are out there. Harbinger, Mikolas, and I are grateful for the help you provided in dealing with the Satyr before they could become a larger threat. Your work stands as a reminder that vigilance is the key to victory against the Legion and its minions.
Be well.
Open your heart to the light.
Did your search turn up any trace of Galen?
Safe journey.
So, he's... I guess I knew on some level, but just wouldn't let myself believe it. It's not the news I was hoping for, but you have my deepest thanks for finding Galen.
Remain vigilant.
I got the chapter completed.
Good fortune, good health.
Do you have the second
long
crystal
life.
sample?
Remember the lessons of the past.
This shard is much different from the initial sample. Do you see how it pulsates like that? That's worrisome. I'll make a note in my report of the alterations the Blood Elves appear to have made to this crystal. Thank you again for your help, Flamestorm.
Blessings upon your
There's just
family.
one sample remaining before I can send this set of crystals to the Exodar, Flamestorm. The final sample must come from the Satyr stronghold of Axarian to the northwest. I'm not certain what to expect from this crystal sample, but I'm sure there will be some signs of corruption. Take care to mine your shard from the crystal that looks like the ones you took your previous samples from, or else our researchers cannot make a valid comparison.
Dionys Aka, good health.
How can I help you,
long
Druid?
life.
Well done! From what I've heard, it couldn't have been an easy fight. You've more than earned your reward, Flamestorm. Oh yeah, I know, it was the hardest fight of all time.
Remain vigilant.
The list still isn't small enough, but it's getting smaller.
Okay, so we should do 4. So we can pick up Galen's journal, which apparently we missed when we were over there before.
Oh, Sunhawk spies. They drop an item that we need.
that particular spy had a bad day.
Gonna go to bed. Night bat.
Night. Got it.
I still need to get it.
Does it only drop from the spies, or does it also drop from the Reavers and stuff over where Galen's journal is?
It might drop from those as well. I'm not sure. Oh, it can drop. It can drop from the stuff over there. So.
Well, let's head that way. Oops. Well, you know, tab target's not exactly a science. It's more of a wing and a prayer.
Got it. Your hands tremble as you pick up the book. Kuros must be told about this tragedy. Return the book to him. Wow. Very short intro, actually.
Uh-huh. Okay, so having been to Argus and seen other iterations of the ship, the Exodar was apparently 18 times larger than all the other. Because these are all supposed to be pieces of the Exodar.
Yeah.
And some of these pieces are just ridiculous.
The Exodar was the Death Star of the Draenei.
Apparently.
Back to that place we just were at.
Nexarian was nearly a setback. Oh,
It's the right. It's the right expansion for that too.
Okay, I'm going for a map to.
Okay.
See this thing right here? It's supposed to be a part of the Exodar, but it's the same size as a lot of the ships on Argus. And apparently you have to be inside it to discover it? What the hell? Here we go. You found a better way up. Oh yeah, you did. It's just a ramp. Perhaps this old journal is what the map is referencing. Examining the book carefully, you conclude that it must be a journal. Its pages are filled with an elegant script differing from that of the map. The text of many of the pages is obscured by drawings and writing in the mapmaker's hand. It's nearly impossible to make out the text beneath the mapmaker's tales of drunken carousing through shore leave. Or during shore leave. Lacking the means to read the book's contents, you think about who might be able to help you separate the author's words from the mapmaker's scrawl. Remembering anchorite Patheus's collection of artifacts from countless cultures, you wonder if his experienced eye might be able to help you decipher the book's contents. The water's very, very red. Everything here is red. Including my character, and my mount, and my pet.
Not long ago, the once tranquil owlkin of the region appeared on the shores of this island. One by one they would come to steal the bones of the fallen dragons. I do not know what would cause these creatures such distress or why they would want the bones of the deceased, but the spirits of the brood have grown restless due to this sacrilege. To the west, across the Crimson Reach, you will find Rage Fighter Rage. Venture to the owlkin encampments and recover the pilfered dragon bones. Wow, you mean the spot we were just at. Cool.
Nothing says fun like running back and forth.
This zone seems to be pretty good at that. Have you heard of the Blood Curse, landlubber? No, of course you haven't. The Blood Curse is what sunk all these ships. The spoiled, desecrated part of the water here is known as the Blood Cursed Reef, a part of the world you never want to visit. I've been here myself for 20 years. Scurvy my foot. I died on these wild shores as food for the dragons. But that's another story for another time. Right now we have to help the poor souls that are trapped in that reef. They say when the world was sundered, this land cried the loudest. It was here that thousands of night elves faded into oblivion, and in their place rose terrible creatures of hate, the Naga. Obedient to their twisted queen, Ashara, they would destroy all that would dare pass through their sea. It would remain this way for thousands of years, until now. The first order of business is to remove the blood-cursed Naga from the reef.
My god, I'm gonna have like 50 claims. Have to wait for the great time to use.
I feel like when we eventually get back to Blood Rock, I'm not gonna see chat for like a minute.
It actually is kind of painful on the eyes.
I don't like how red this is, yeah. Feels like I'm swimming through. It feels like I'm swimming
Blood?
not blood, well, yeah, blood, but it feels like I'm swimming through like a gusher or jello.
I don't like it. For some reason, I thought getting on my mount would help.
It helps everywhere else, just not in the water. A good start, but there's much more to be done. On the ledge of the reef, deeper than where you found the blood-cursed Naga, you will find the hopeless ones. The blood-cursed voyagers, ghosts of those taken by the blood curse. It is regrettable what I ask of you now, but they must be destroyed and their cursed shells brought back to me. Their souls must be put to rest. Return to me when you have done as asked, and I shall give you one final task. That dragon did not give me a heart attack. Ooh, they're way down there.
It's actually a little bit better on the floor. Sea floor, I should.
Oh, you can breathe here?
I have a buff.
Huh.
You didn't get a buff?
No, I did, but I used, travel form for underwater breathing. So I didn't notice. I was like, these are way at the bottom. I don't know how you're gonna do this one.
Because I have a buff.
Yeah, the buff helps.
Makes me swim faster. I just need one more.
I need 2 more.
Got it. Okay, RNGesus is not being nice to you.
It is really not being nice to me. What the fuck? There we go, Jesus. Do not mourn their demise, Flamestorm. You have done the hopeless ones a great service, Flamestorm. There is but one final task: destroy the leader of the Bloodcursed. To the south you will find Bloodcurse Isle. Atop the island you will find a shrine dedicated to the beloved Queen of the Naga, Ashara. Destroy the statue. Burn it in effigy. This will surely draw the ire of Atoth, the Bloodcursed leader. Slay Atoth and return to me.
This is not underwater again.
Done.
Oh no.
Why did I join you? Better yet, why did I even think about platform until I died?
Because you can't fly here. It's okay. I have slow fall. I could have saved us both. Yay! Hooray for idiotic death.
Imagine being level 42 and dying in level 30 zone.
Ooh, you can walk on water.
Yeah.
This does not look like we can get up from here.
We found our answer.
Oh, gonna have to go around. Well, this is not red.
It is a nice change of pace from red.
I know, I'm dreading Hellfire Peninsula, like you would not believe.
Do we know if the quests in Hellfire are like this, or
What do you mean?
like having a billion quests at once?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
It's more like, you go to little quest hubs and you do a couple of quests here, and then they send you with a breadcrumb to the next little place, and you do a couple of quests there, and it's more like that.
Oh, kind of like what the Cataclysm zones were with Eastern Kingdoms.
Yeah, like, you know, just like what we just did in Hinterlands.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, that's what it was like. I mean, actually, that's what it's been like for everything I've done lately, except for this. This, I haven't seen a place with like 80 quests like this in a really long time.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I mean, I don't mind doing them all at once. It's just harder to track them.
It's really harder to track them, yeah. Yeah, this zone's kind of... So far, it's not the worst zone I've played, but I'm not a favorite. You did it! Hundreds of souls are grateful for all that you have done. Allow me to make an offering. That's another achievement down, or a chapter down. Oop. Found a mushroom.
Oh, we need 2 of these?
Yeah, we need 2 of them.
I know, but I mean, that's what I just said. We only need 2?
Yeah, but that also gives me the impression that... Never mind, I just found the other one.
There's one right here.
Oh, okay, we got 2 separate ones. Yoink.
They're not that rare.
We've seen rarer in this very zone.
can't both get them.
I just looted that camp.
And yet you somehow managed to miss. I got mine.
I need one more. I see the one more.
Oh, there's like 5 of them, right? Okay, maybe I exaggerate. 1, 2,
'em.
3. There's 3 of them more.
The Dragon Wars have long since passed. All that remains are bones and the agitated remnants of Ysera's blood. A ritual? The Awaken had lived in harmony with the land for thousands of years. Such a thing is an aberration. Such a pity. The whelps that you see on this island are the agitated spirits of the green dragonflight. Like me, they are bound to the land, unable to ascend to their final resting place in the dream. Recovering the bones of the fallen has settled them somewhat, but you must take further action. Destroy their ethereal manifestations. I cannot leave this place until it is done. They must be released.
I don't like killing the whelplings.
Oh. As reprehensible as your task was, it had to be done. Now you must look into the face of evil. Many of the Black Dragonflight were slain during the attacks. One of them, a lieutenant of Deathwing himself, still haunts this place. If you look to the heavens, you can see his spectral countenance circling the skies. His hatred is so great that he remains even in death. Take the bones that you gathered from me earlier to the top of the mountain on this island and place them in the ever-burning pyre. This act should signal Razormaw to descend. When he does, slay his undead form. To the mountaintop. Da-ba-da-ba-da.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, thank you.
I need a target.
How long has it been? 1,000 years? 10,000 perhaps? You have done me and the memory of my people a great service, Flamestorm. Please accept this item of power as a token of appreciation from Laurent Aran in honor of your deeds. Look at that! That's another chapter done. Back to Bloodwatch, I assume.
I find it interesting that I'm like 100 points away from being exalted with Stormwind, and I'm only like honored with Gilneas.
That is kind of interesting.
Blessings upon you. Do not lose faith.
What have you got there, Flamestorm? Is that a journal?
Dionys Aka.
Sauron was my master. My teacher. My mentor. I took his place among the Triumvirate only recently, after we had given up searching for him. Mattis.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Mattis will be brought to justice, Flamestorm, and I want you to be the one to find him and bring him back to the Triumvirate. Scour the island for this killer. Should you find him, use this flare gun. When my trackers see the flare, they'll come and assist in capturing Mattis. Return to me after he's been captured.
Blessings upon your family.
Chronokai Christor.
Back so soon? Have you found a missive?
Blessings upon your family.
This is in Thalassian. Unfortunately, I know just the person that can translate it.
Remember the lessons
Our
of the
chief
past.
interrogator, Alicia, is fluent in Thalassian. Take the document to her and see what she has to say.
Do not lose faith. May your days be long.
Safe journey.
In time, we'll have to devise a plan for returning the species to its native state, but for now, periodically calling their numbers is about the best we can hope for. Thank you for your help, Flamestorm.
Be kind to those less fortunate. Warm wishes to you. Be well.
Back so soon?
May your days be
I
long.
hope this wasn't
and
too
your
strenuous a
hardships
task,
few.
Flamestorm. Once again, you have proven yourself a competent and considerate Worgen. I offer my gratitude and a small bit of monetary compensation.
Dionis Akar.
Arcanon Poros.
I'm a bit busy here, Agent Flamestorm. This better be important.
Favor the road traveled by few.
If what this document says is true, the Blood Elves have opened a portal to the Outland. It would certainly explain their seemingly endless numbers.
Remember,
I need you to deliver the translated documents to Velen personally, Flamestorm. I don't trust that deranged messenger. Explain to the Prophet that the Blood Elves are receiving reinforcements from the Outland and that they have a spy amongst the Draenei at the Exodai. Velen resides in the Fault of Lights inside the Exodai. Make haste.
remain vigilant.
Alright, that is... okay.
Each day is a blessing.
The light shine upon you in all your endeavors, Druid. What is it you have there?
Safe journey.
This is most intriguing. Yes, I should be able to make out what the original author wrote in the pages of this book. I should have everything I need for the process. This should only take a moment.
Remember the lessons of the past. May your days be long, and your hardships few. The Naru have not forgotten us. Arcanon Poros, be well.
The translation is ready now, Flamestorm. The enemy is nearly upon us. We've gathered up all the survivors and retreated to the temple to the east. It's the last ground we truly hold on the island, and there is a sense among the survivors that we will make our last stand here. I've taken care to bury my last few possessions on the grounds of the temple, with the hope that someone will find them and know what happened here.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Have you returned with the last sample for my set?
Dionis Akar.
That rounds out the set. All that remains to be done is to box them and send them to the Exodai. Don't get me wrong, Flamestorm. I'm sure the research is valuable, but we're faced with a number of other pressing problems out here.
Remember the lessons of the past.
That is...
Let's go get No Kai's word.
Alright. 7 quests.
7 quests.
It's the closest. Yeah, we're whittling it down slowly.
Yep. That time it wasn't... there weren't that many repeats or follow-ups. Grasses and shrubs cover an unnatural bulge in the earth. A few minutes spent digging reveals an old box, almost certainly the one mentioned in Nolkai's journal.
Okay. Let's go capture Matisse the Cruel.
I guess that's the end of that chain.
Oops. We're not supposed to kill him?
Nope.
And he's not one of those mobs that you can, damage and it will, like, get him low and then you can catch him and... What's the respawn timer on that guy?
I have no idea.
Chronakai Christor. Do not lose
Perhaps
faith.
you will be the one to deliver our people into a new age of prosperity and peace.
Be well.
Only the most battle-hardened, noble, and positively fearless will submit to Legoso's mission. The Exarch will not order any agent of the Hand to take on the task of destroying the Vector Coil and dispatching Saronas. He refuses to send any Draenei to their death, which is what the mission is: suicide. My job is to soften up the Sunhawk defenses. You are to slay Sunhawks near the Vector Coil and keep the path clear for our champion, whoever that may be.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Most of the creatures touched by the crystal's energy have been corrupted in the same ways. Strange marks on their flesh, increased aggression, and small crystal shards in their bodies. However, the fouled water spirits north of here appear to be turning entirely to crystal. I've never seen anything react to the crystals this way before. When we explored the foul pool, they were particularly dangerous. We must get rid of them before the Sunhawks can exploit them as a new source of energy.
Do not lose faith. Good health. Long
We don't
life.
dare abandon our post or wander too far from Vindicator's Rest, Worgen. The mutilated creatures closest to the Vector Coil have been changed profoundly by energy leaking from the crystals. The mutated Tanglers appear to have gained a certain degree of sentience. They've learned to create, set, and conceal vicious traps that can ensnare even the most careful warrior. We'll never be able to move against the Sunhawks if we're constantly forced to look underfoot. Attack the problem at its source, Flamestorm.
Remain vigilant.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Don't do that one yet.
Okay.
Dionis Aka.
It's an escort.
Okay, so skip that one.
Well, don't skip it, but just don't do it now, because we gotta do this.
Remember,
I do this
Lessons
first.
of the past.
I was hoping Bloodwatch would send reinforcements once they learned what we're up against.
Remain vigilant.
During our mission to reconnoiter the Sunhawks in their portal, I sustained a serious wound. Scout Lori has managed to staunch the bleeding, and she's trying to figure out a way to evacuate me to Bloodwatch. The problem is that we'd have to abandon our position here in order to guarantee our safe return. As soon as we leave this consecrated ground, we'll be set upon by Ravagers. If you can clear some of the enraged Ravagers, it might allow us to make the trip back safely.
Remember the lessons of the past. Good health.
Asum sent my squad out on a reconnaissance mission to search for the Sun Gate a few days ago. Needless to say, we found it. Whatever those fool elves are transporting through that portal is causing void energy to be released. The area is teeming with void critters. We must destroy them before they have a chance to grow into void anomalies. You'll find the source of the creatures southwest of here, near the Sun Gate. Kill them and report back to Asum when you're done.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Void? What is this, midnight? Alright, now do I pick up
Alright, now that I pick up this.
No, it's an escort for the end of the thing, end of the chain.
Why is it offered then?
I don't know. Maybe because we're so high level that we just get everything.
I thought you were just saying, like, skip it because it's going to start an escort, so read the other ones first, not, you know.
Feel free to go back and read it for yourself. He wants you to escort him to go kill Seronis and close the portal in the coil, which is the last thing we do. If you'll recall, the blood elf that we pretended to be friends with said Seronis is the bad guy.
Yeah, Seronis is a bad guy.
Ooh, big spiders.
Alright, that's it. Nuke the island.
The Legion's end draws near. Be kind to those less fortunate.
It was a bloody mess, Flamestorm. We were ambushed by a large pack of these spiders. The progenitor descended upon us with incredible speed and wrapped us up in cocoons. After we were webbed, she began to lay eggs near us. We were to be food for her young. Food! I managed to cut my way out and escape, but I will not leave the others behind. So far, I've been unsuccessful in nearing the pass. Would you lend a hand? Destroy those cocoons. Hopefully some of our team is still alive.
Good health, long life.
So far, I've only been getting blood elf. Ooh. Any chance I could beg a heal? Thank you.
Have you considered not falling off the edge of a cliff before?
Well, I wasn't aiming for the edge. It just kind of ended up being the edge. Alright, I need 3 more spinners. And to kill Zaraka.
Yep.
Or Zarak. Or whoever.
Zarak, Zarama.